So I just got laid off from my federal job, years in government work, and now I'm like, where do I even begin?
That's a tough place to be, but honestly, you're not alone. Tons of people hit that same wall after public service.
Yeah, but it feels like the private sector is this giant, unfamiliar ocean, and I've got no map.
Totally understandable. But here's the thing. Your skills are more transferable than you think.
You think so? I mean, everything I've done is tied to regulations, compliance, government red tape.
Exactly. And private companies love people who understand structure, accountability, and process.
Huh. Never really thought of it that way.
Plus, leadership, policy analysis, project management, those are golden across industries.
But my resume screams public sector. Doesn't that scare off recruiters?
Not if it's framed right. Highlight outcomes, skills, and impact, not just titles.
Okay, so less I administered a program and more I led a team that cut costs by 20%?
Nailed it. That's the kind of language that catches attention.
What about networking? I've always relied on internal systems, not LinkedIn or mixers.
Think of networking like planting seeds. A few emails, a few coffee chats, it adds up fast.
You're making this sound less terrifying. Still daunting, though.
For sure, but remember, you already have a career. You're not starting over. You're shifting lanes.
I like that. Shifting lanes, not starting over.
Exactly. And there are plenty of GPS tools for that shift. Career coaches, resume builders, even AI tools.
AI tools? You mean like auto resume generators?
Yep, and ones that tailor job applications to specific postings. Saves hours.
Dang, I could have used that a month ago.
Better late than never, right?
True. What about interviews, though? Government interviews are, well, a different beast.
Right. Private sector's more narrative-driven. They want stories, not just duties.
So less, I coordinated a task force, and more, I led a team through a crisis, and here's what we achieved.
Exactly. STAR format. Situation, task, action, result.
I always forget the result part.
Most people do, but that's the punchline. That's what sells.
Okay. This is starting to click.
That's the goal. It's about reframing what you already know.
You've clearly seen a lot of these transitions.
Thousands. And every single one brings something unique from public service.
Makes me feel like maybe I can do this.
You definitely can. And the private sector could use more people like you.